Intermodal expansion, a critical shift. The burgeoning Brazilian freight rail market presents a significant opportunity for strategic consolidation and growth. The recent launch of an intermodal corridor by Mrs. Logistica and one to Port of Santos, as reported via DLVR.
It represents a pivotal development within the Brazilian freight rail landscape. This initiative underscores a growing demand for efficient and cost-effective transportation solutions, particularly within the context of increasing global trade and the ongoing modernization of Brazil's logistics infrastructure.
However, the current state of the DLVR reporting indicates a lack of substantive content, suggesting a preliminary announcement or a situation requiring further investigation into the operational details and projected impact of this corridor.
The strategic significance lies in the potential to alleviate congestion at Port of Santos, a critical bottleneck for Brazilian exports, and to stimulate broader investment in rail infrastructure across the country. Consequently, careful monitoring of this development is paramount for stakeholders involved in the rail, freight rail news, rail freight, and rail market sectors.
Santos Corridor geopolitical implications. This launch reflects a broader trend of infrastructure investment driven by global trade dynamics. The strategic importance of the Mrs. Logistica and one intermodal corridor to Port of Santos extends beyond simple logistical improvements. It is inextricably linked to Brazil's geopolitical positioning within global supply chains.
The expansion of rail capacity at Santos directly addresses the increasing pressures on port infrastructure, a consequence of heightened global trade volumes and the evolving demands of international markets. Furthermore, this initiative aligns with broader governmental efforts to reduce reliance on road transport, mitigating environmental concerns associated with heavy truck traffic and contributing to a more sustainable logistics model.
The success of this corridor will undoubtedly influence future investment decisions, particularly concerning the development of additional rail infrastructure and the integration of new players within the rail market. The current 404 error highlights the fragility of relying solely on readily available information, emphasizing the need for proactive due diligence and robust strategic intelligence.
Data analysis, capacity and market dynamics. The corridor's success hinges on optimized throughput and strategic partnerships. A deeper analysis of the corridor's potential reveals several critical factors demanding immediate attention.
The initial capacity of the intermodal route, while undoubtedly a step forward, must be rigorously assessed in relation to projected cargo volumes through Port of Santos, considering fluctuations in global commodity prices and the continued growth of Brazilian exports. Crucially, the operational synergies between Mrs. Logistica's existing rail network and One Maritime operations will determine the overall efficiency gains.
Moreover, the success of this venture will be contingent upon the establishment of robust digital infrastructure for tracking and managing freight in real time, leveraging data analytics to optimize routing and minimize delays, a critical component for competitive advantage within the rail freight sector. The lack of concrete information, as evidenced by the DLVR,
underscores the vulnerability of relying on preliminary announcements without a detailed understanding of the underlying operational metrics.
Strategic outlook, risks and opportunities. The corridor's trajectory will be shaped by market forces and strategic adaptation. Looking ahead, the intermodal corridor between Mrs. Logistica and One presents both significant opportunities and inherent risks for stakeholders across the Brazilian freight rail ecosystem.
While the immediate goal of reducing congestion at Port of Santos is laudable, sustained success will depend on ongoing investment in infrastructure upgrades and the ability to secure long-term contracts with key shippers. Potential risks include fluctuating demand, unforeseen operational challenges, and the possibility of competition from alternative transportation modes, such as road transport.
However, the successful integration of digital technologies, including advanced rail control systems and sophisticated data management platforms, represents a key strategic opportunity for optimizing efficiency and enhancing competitiveness. Ultimately, the long-term viability of this corridor will be determined by the ability of the partners to proactively adapt to evolving market dynamics and to maintain a relentless focus on delivering tangible value to their customers within the demanding rail market.